Hi, I'm Christy McDonald, and here's what's coming up on One Detroit Arts and Culture, a Billboard project from Wayne State University, amplifying the voices of local artists on the pandemic and racial injustice. Plus, meet James Beard-nominated Chef Genevieve Vang from Bangkok '96. Then head to Southwest Detroit with resident historian, activist, and musician Ozzie Rivera, and Sphinx founder Aaron Dworkin's interview with sax player Stephen Banks on diversity in orchestras. It's all right now on One Detroit Arts and Culture.
From Delta Faucets to Behr Paint, MASCO Corporation is proud to deliver products that enhance the way consumers all over the world experience and enjoy their living spaces. MASCO, serving Michigan communities since 1929.
Support for this program provided by the Cynthia and Etzel Ford Fund for Journalism at Detroit Public TV, the KRESGE Foundation, Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan.
The DTE Foundation is a proud sponsor of Detroit Public TV, among the state's largest foundations committed to Michigan-focused giving. We support organizations that are doing exceptional work in our state. Visit dtefoundation.com to learn more.
Business Leaders for Michigan, dedicated to making Michigan a top 10 state for jobs, personal income, and a healthy economy. NISSAN Foundation. Ally. The Fred A. and Barbara M. Erb Family Foundation. And viewers like you.
Hey, One Detroit, I'm Christy McDonald. Thanks so much for joining me for One Detroit Arts and Culture. In a time where concerts, theater performances, and art shows have been put on hold or rescheduled, we're bringing performances to you, plus checking out what so many arts groups are doing to reach their audiences in a new way. Coming up on the show, the new billboard at the corner of Woodward and Canfield that amplifies local artists' voices on the pandemic and racial injustice. Plus, head to Southwest Detroit and rediscover salsa music with historian, activist, and musician Ozzie Rivera. Then Sphinx founder and musician Aaron Dworkin gets together with sax player Stephen Banks. They talk about what orchestras need to do to bring more diversity to their organizations. And Chef Genevieve Vang shares the passion behind her award-winning dishes at Bangkok '96 Street Food. It is all just ahead on One Detroit. And we're starting with that new billboard, a project from Wayne State University called In the Air, Voices from Detroit and Beyond. One Detroit associate producer Will Glover talks with Tom Przewski, director of galleries and special programming at Wayne State, along with featured poet Jessica Kara Moore.
Tom, tell us a little bit about what we are looking at with In the Air, Voices from Detroit.
We, in about mid-March, we had to transition to online exhibitions instead of in-person exhibitions at our galleries. And we were trying to think of creative ways to do that. So we started with an online platform, WayneStateGalleries.org. And we just started hosting virtual exhibitions. But we also wanted to showcase works in person somehow. And we were trying to figure out all these different creative ways to do that. And through the Elaine L. Jacob Gallery to serve that mission, we were able to use our endowment to showcase works on a billboard in Detroit that could still serve as an in-person exhibition for local and national artists.
Right. And so it's my understanding that there are going to be artists' work up on this billboard for not just a few days or a few weeks. It's going to be months. Each artist gets, I believe, a month on the billboard.
Yes, that's correct. So we transitioned our exhibition season for the Elaine L. Jacob Gallery to the billboard location, which will also be online at our website when it's documented. But there are a series of works by 8 local and national artists. Each will have their artwork up in 1-month durations. From September through April.
Right. And so where is this billboard going to be if there is anyone who wants to travel down to the city to check it out?
This billboard is located on the corner of South Woodward and East Canfield in Detroit, and it's above the Hopcat restaurant.
Jessica, you're first up on the Billboard, right?
I'm up now. I've been up. Yep.
Oh,
I went
you're
up
up now.
Yep. I went up in September, and it'll be there going to like beginning of October, something like that.
Okay, so what can people expect to see when they go see the work that you've put up there? And just tell us a little bit about what your thought process was, what message you wanted to send.
I thought about a lot of things. I first thought I was going to do something in line with the Crystal City is Alive, which is a project I have out with Jeff Mills and Eddie Folks, just some kind of something more celebratory around Detroit. But then I was like, no, Jessica, say something about Sandra Bland. Like, say something about Black women's bodies. And it's timely because it was just happened with Breonna Taylor. And so it's what people will see is an excerpt of my poem, We Want Our Bodies Back, which is in my 5th book. It's here. So it's a long poem. So the poem cannot fit on the billboard, but it's an excerpt of the poem. And it's also a photograph. I did an exhibition around We Want Our Bodies Back and the idea of just honoring Sandra Bland and what happened to her. I collaborated with Sabrina Nelson, who's a wonderful painter here in Detroit, and photographer Piper Carter, who I asked. They're just my friends. I was in my basement. Sabrina painted my entire body with my poem, and Piper shot the photos. And that has been an exhibition in San Francisco and in Kansas City and here in Detroit during Black Morocco. We put it in the exhibition for BWR. And so that's what I wanted to do. So you'll see my back and you'll see the poem, a piece of my body, and the poem is on my body, and then it's just text. And so I think it's really beautiful. I mean, some people that I sent it to poets around the globe that I'm connected to, they were like, yes, more poems on billboards.
You're starting off very strong. You set the bar really high, starting with Jessica Care Moore. So who else are we going to see? What other artists are involved? And yeah, just give us a little preview of what they're doing.
We have 8 artists in total. 4 of them are local artists that are KRESGE Art Fellows. I mean, they're local in the sense that they're from Detroit, but they exhibit nationally and internationally. And then we have 4 artists that are just national, and they work in mediums from again, poetry, printmaking, photography, graphic design, painting. So we wanted to have these diverse mediums, but also artists that work in a way where their artwork is somewhat like, it's symbolic. It can just be an image and still, have an underlying energy behind it rather than like literal words. So we're trying to just keep it fresh every month.
You can see the billboard through October 31st. And for more information, just head to our website at onedetroitpbs.org. All right, this next story is from our show on Detroit Public Television called Detroit Performs. We caught up with Chef Genevieve Vang, the owner of Bangkok 96 in Dearborn and Bangkok 96 Street Food in Detroit. She's a James Beard Award nominee, and she's set to make an appearance on Food Network in December on a show called Clash of the Grandmas. Genevieve explains her passion and why she believes food is art.
I was born in Laos, but my original is Hmong. Hmong people they came from China, border Mongolia and China. The Vietnam War, 1975, when the Khmer Rouge went to the country, then we have to leave the country. So I became refugee in Thailand and I fled to Paris. Food is my passion. Well, food, you have to remember, food brings everybody together. Right now we are at Bangkok 96 Street Food in Detroit, and is located inside the Detroit Shipping Company. But I like to introduce Hmong food to the Metro Detroit area, which is my people here. Mostly the food I serve here is from my root. So you're gonna see how I take a beef and make edible. That's the beef jerky. We take the beef shoulder and break down the muscle to make it very tender, like filet mignon. And all the chicken breast is chicken breast. All chef cooked chicken. But my chicken breast is different. When my customer take a bite for the first time, they come back. The pad thai roll is interesting. When I came to this place, open Bangkok, and it's six street food, I have to decide to make a one dish, and that's dedicate the pad thai roll to this place because it's a bar food, because the table is so long. So I have to take the pad thai wrap in the flour and a toaster cut like a sushi, a sprinkle sauce, and all the spice, peanut, and garnish, and a lime for this place because it's bar food. And the most item in the kitchen is the pad thai roll. It's become so popular and successful. I hope it's not just a trend. I hope it's gonna keep going. The dessert, I like to cook a lot of fruit. So today I do a poached pear with wine, lime, and make a syrup. And finish touch with, grated sugar. One by one fresh. But I start from a base very clean. That's easy for me to cook for the vegan customer. And when the meat comes, I just add meat too. Everybody responds very nice. So I believe I do something good here because I take care of all the allergen people too. And I have a little bit everything for everybody. My dream is serving the food upscale but very original, authentic. Take that dish to the next level. When you customer eat the food, they eat with the eyes. And you can take a dish very simple, make beautiful, elegant, clean, and simple. So presentation is very important to me. And the food carving is draw people. I am in a retail business. Every time I went to the food show, and I always bring a couple pieces of the carving there. And it's draw the crowd to your table, and it's end up to sell your product. So it's beautiful. The color is so natural. It's very attractive. Food is art, and the carving is art. If you bring two together, it's very powerful. You got two things instead of just one thing. I'm still have fun. I still create a new dish. It's never end. It's so many things I have to do. It's just not enough time to do it. I think I'm gonna keep going until I can move. I was recognized to be a James Beard chef. The James Beard Foundation is a non-profit organization who recognize all the chefs did a great job for many years and a long-term career. So I was so happy and so honored to have that title this year. My goal is to think about the next generation. You have to share what you know to the young people to be entrepreneur and live in the United States. I'm still working hard, but I'm so proud to be here because I'm lucky. I was a refugee, nothing. And I live in the United States, have a small restaurant, and people love the food. And I be able to keep going to school or training and another journey to learn something new, another cuisine. So I think I'm lucky, to have the life I have here.
This next story introduces us to Ozzie Rivera. He's a well-known historian, educator, and activist in Southwest Detroit. Ozzie's also a musician and a percussionist in his salsa band called La Inspiracion. Bill Kubota sat down with Ozzie last year to talk about his passion for music and celebrating culture, memories of drum circles in Clark Park, and his outlook on salsa's longevity.
I grew up in a musical family where Puerto Rican traditional music was played a lot. My father played cuatro, which is a 10-string guitar, particular to Puerto Rico. And since he was the only one in the 60s that would play it in Detroit, I used to see all the musicians come to my house. When some musicians weren't performing that particular night, they would take their drums to Clark Park and start drumming. I used to live on Toledo, would walk down to Vernon, and as soon as I turned the corner on Junction and Vernon, I would hear the drums play. The people in the neighborhood, particularly Caribbean islanders, whether they were Dominican, Cuban, or Puerto Rican, primarily Puerto Rican, they would just, hey, let's have some fun. Because it was just kind of a impromptu, what they call rumba, bembe, which is a jam session. The way we saw it back then is that our cultures were so denigrated, looked down upon, that to actually perform that kind of music or do that kind of theater or dancing was a reaffirmation of being proud of our culture. And so for many of us, we thought that alone was striking a political statement. When I was younger, community festivals were the norm in the city of Detroit. You have music festivals, they don't tend to be community festivals. I mean, every single weekend we could go to a different part of the city and we had our pick of community music festivals. And that's how people learned from each other. That's how I learned how to really play drums, drum circles, because that is the main way Latin Caribbean kids and others used to learn drums. The conditions were there were a lot of cross-cultural interaction. It was that ambience. Plus, at the same time, nationally, you had the civil rights movement. So these people were affected by that. The anti-war movement, the growing women's movement. So, people of my generation, a little bit older, were right in the middle of all of that. So it affected their music. For me, it's never been about money, never. And most of the musicians that play this music, even those that are commercially successful, they normally don't make a living off of this. Internationally, this music is really well respected. I don't think it'll go away. It hasn't gone away even after decades of change. My father and I had a real strained relationship growing up, but the one thing that he gave me was his love of culture. And for that, I'll forever be indebted to him. Because I can't consider myself Ozzie without that. It's part of who I am.
Quítate la máscara. Thank you very much. We're La Inspiración.
Musician and founder of the Sphinx organization, Aaron Dworkin, has a new interview series here on Detroit Public Television called Arts Engines. This week, he catches up with saxophone player and educator Stephen Banks, and they talk about what orchestras can do to diversify their organizations.
So for those who might feel like, I would love for our repertoire to be more diverse, but to be frank, like we're not sure where to start or what to do. What would be your recommendation for, orchestras or large ensembles that are looking to try to diversify what they perform?
Well, I think the first piece of advice would just be to start. Regardless of all of those things that might set you back, just start. Even if it's maybe right now it's one piece, and then you start realizing, oh, well, maybe just one piece is not really the best way forward. And then you do an entire concert, and then you say, well, that's probably not enough either. And then you start realizing more of the nuances of how to do this in the best way possible by diversifying your board and diversifying the conductors that you bring in, and because they will all have different areas of expertise, diversifying your musicians, and those things sort of happen as maybe a snowball effect. As you get your feet wet, then you learn more and you continue learning more. So as long as you come at it from a perspective of humility and knowing that your first steps are not going to be your last steps, then I think that just going ahead and starting with whatever's in your mind, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So let's start there and see where it leads.
Awesome. Great. So as you kind of look at, it seems like a lot of people are like, it's impossible to plan now with all of the things going on in our society, and especially the pandemic, kind of, where are things going to be for me? Do you have kind of a plan for this next year? What's coming up? What's your sense of kind of some of those key things that you want to make sure you accomplish for this next year?
Well, for me personally, I think a lot of it has been related to learning really how to use technology. Because so many things are possible. I can keep performing as long as I have good microphones and good camera and things that make it all look to a level that I'd like for it to. And if I learn how to package it in a certain way, and my students can keep having a meaningful experience as long as we're all able to hear each other, and things like that. So I think at this point I've sort of settled in to the pandemic lifestyle. And I realize now I still have a need to share music. I still have a need to advocate. I still have a need to write music. And I can still do all of those things. I can still collaborate with other musicians. I recently started a vlog series called Curious Dyads. And it's sort of a cross between a vlog and a podcast and a performance outlet. So I interact with other musicians that I really, really admire, and we have a conversation, and then we also do a collaborative performance at the end of each episode. And so things like that have just been really keeping me feeling inspired, not expired, feeling really inspired, right? Because some of those people I wouldn't have had the opportunity to collaborate with otherwise. Mm-hmm. And being new to the Young Concert Artist roster, in a way, this sort of levels the playing field. So those people that I might have been nervous to interact with before, and now I can just say, hey, let's do something. You're not doing anything. So let's do it.
Awesome. And, it sounds like from this, I hear a lot of people where, they kind of, certain things arose or they were either forced into or thought of because of the challenges of the pandemic. But then they actually find that there are some extraordinary opportunities that were created and things they might even continue once things, at least settle down in terms of the health crisis. Do you find that will be the case, that kind of those things, that some of these things that you've initiated, you'll keep going even after the health crisis has passed?
Absolutely. It's really funny you say that, because even just right before I had the chance to talk with you today, I was doing an Adobe Premiere Pro workshop for the other faculty at Ithaca College, which for me is totally wild. I'm not really a technology person, and so having those skills are going to be with me for life.
And for more on Arts Engines and all the arts and culture stories we're working on, you can just head to our website at onedetroitpbs.org. All right, we always like to leave you with a performance. And after Aaron's conversation with Stephen, how about one of his saxophone performances? Enjoy. I'll see you next time. Take care. You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.
From Delta faucets to Behr paint, MASCO Corporation is proud to deliver products that enhance the way consumers all over the world experience and enjoy their living spaces. MASCO, serving Michigan communities since 1929.
Support for this program provided by the Cynthia and Etzel Ford Fund for Journalism at Detroit Public TV, the KRESGE Foundation, Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan.
The DTE Foundation is a proud sponsor of Detroit Public TV, among the state's largest foundations committed to Michigan-focused giving. We support organizations that are doing exceptional work in our state. Visit dtefoundation.com to learn more.
Business Leaders for Michigan, dedicated to making Michigan a top 10 state for jobs, personal income, and a healthy economy. NISSAN Foundation. Ally. The Fred A. and Barbara M. Erb Family Foundation. And viewers like you.